Hello, hello. I'm the doctor. Today you can just call me Dr. Lee Lawrence if you like. But today we are going to be discussing the vaccines real quick. It might not necessarily be the vaccines that you want to hear, but it is the vaccines you need to hear. The vaccines you need to actually take some doses of. There's about 13 of them, but we're just going to consider them tracks from their new record. But so, again, the vaccines, fantastic 5-piece from good old West London. You know, a lot of the greatest and funnest, bestest bands, I guess, come out of England. So it's no different. But their name, come on, the vaccines. The vaccines. It's so funny. You know that they were like, shit, this ain't gonna go well for this year. But hey, they made it through. They released their new album. I am so stoked. We're going to be discussing it today. Back in Love City came out a couple weeks ago, July-ish. I am so excited to finally be talking about this album, but I'm not going to go into it in full detail, of course, because I'm not going to just discuss every track this time. We're going to keep it light. I'm going to just give you my recommendations. You know what I mean? Because these are vaccines. You know, you don't have to take them, or you don't have to listen to them. They're just the vaccines. It's just a band. But if you want to, you're more than welcome to listen to all 13 tracks. But I'm only going to discuss a couple highlights, a couple boosters for you. So, Back in Love City, fantastic record. I started hearing about this like back in like June or March, I think. That's when they started releasing, or April, when they started releasing like singles. And damn, man. Oh, so we're just going to start with the first single off the top. Headphones, Baby. Man, when I heard this, I was like, oh, man.
It's when those people bore us.
So yeah, as you can see, Headphones Baby it definitely just sums up how we were feeling last year. You know, 2020, end of 2020, beginning of 2021. You know, just wanting to be inside someone's headphones, for God's sakes. You know, everyone's listening to earpods, everyone's on their phones, everyone's doing something, but you just wanted to feel what they were feeling, think what they were thinking, I guess, or just be able to be with them, but not with them, you know, at least 6 feet away from them. You know, that's like 6 feet of cable right there in your headphones. So it's a pretty good analogy right there. But I mean, lyrically, it's fantastic. You know, wanting to just be inside your headphones, baby. I love the background singing. Oh my gosh, the lead singer Justin, like, man, his singing is just so awesome, and you can just hear his voice when he does his backup vocals for himself. Like, man, that guy can just sing, and like the band is just fantastic, and they've only gotten better. Like their last album, Combat Sports, was phenomenal, and like, you know, I found out about them a couple years ago, and just their earlier stuff is just great. You know, they've only gotten better. Their first album, right out the gate, was awesome. So it's like, you know, they're just one of those bands, and again, they're the vaccines. So it's just something that you may need, you may not, but yeah, maybe you really do need them right now in this time. But another dose, another track I want to discuss real quick was El Paso. Oh man, El Paso is beautiful, beautiful song.
Feel very well. Oh, why don't you feel very well? How can you say that we're okay, baby? Who wants to live like this?
This album has a very like kind of Spanish Armada Mexicana feel to it, right? And a lot of the songs have this cool like, you know, little like trip beat, you know, little like Mexicana trip beat, and it's interesting. You know, I would want to put something like that in music, but you don't hear it as much, so it's kind of a cool, nice take, you know, a cool fresh sound, I guess you would hear, of, you know, having like some tribal style beats and being able to put like cool acoustic guitar or electric guitar behind it, because it starts off with this beautiful acoustic intonation, and then it, you know, perceives into just like blowing up, and it's got this cool like little synth, you know, wee wee sound. It's just it's stellar. Very good track, very good. And again, it's called El Paso, so it's kind of funny because when you search it, you know, you search it on YouTube and you'll be like, or Google, and you'll be like, the vaccines El Paso, and then Google's like, are you trying to look up the vaccine numbers in Texas? And you're like, the Vaccines band El Paso, and then it'll turn up unless they're like actually performing in El Paso, which would be pretty sick. I would be down to see them in El Paso, Texas, for the sake of, you know, this fucking album and song. But a beautiful song, fucking awesome. When this song came out, this is also one of the singles. I was just hooked. I was like, damn, I can't wait. Every single so far is fantastic. The track of the title track of the album, Back in Love City.
I sit here and lament that I hoped it wouldn't matter. Ready now, ready now. The world knows I'm in love with you. Ready now. We can't buy love 'cause we spent it all on you. We can't buy love 'cause
That song is just as sick, and it's the title track of the album. So when they released that as the single, I was like, oh my god, this is gonna be the best album. This is gonna just be like of this year. This is my favorite album of this year, like hands down. Favorite record of the year. I don't think they'll win anything because the fucking record music award shows are fucking rigged. Billie Eilish will just win everything, but you know, I think this album should win album of the year. You know, just saying. And it's got one of the best lines. I drink to drown I drink to drown my sorrows, but they always learn to swim. Thank you very much. Yes, I am a little thin. When I exercise my demon. When I exercise my demons, I just take them to the gym. But I hope it doesn't matter. It's like, damn. When you exercise your demons, they're just over there like just working out. Like, yeah, motherfucker, I'm gonna terrorize the shit out of you later. It's like, but yeah, so that's a great song too, you know, another highlight. But we're gonna jump into one of my other favorites, Bandit. Oh my god, this song though. Bandits has probably one of the coolest riffs I've heard this year for sure. It's so simple. It reminds me of another song, but I won't bring that up. You can ask about it in the comments and I'll answer. But it reminds me of another song, and very, very much so closely. Another favorite band of mine with other favorite artists of mine in that band, because it's a super group. But if you hear this song and you know anything about rock and roll, maybe you'll figure it out. But this riff is just so sick. Such a simple song. And when his background's just those, ooh, it's just, damn, it's so good. It's so good. Very much suggest you get this booster right here. It's awesome. Very awesome vaccine content right here. Right here. All right. So anyway, we'll go ahead and do two more. Let's see. You getting any extra data over there? No? All right, we have some other men on the side doing some data over here too. So we're just, you know, we're just trying to get as much as we can so we can roll out this vaccine properly. You know, I would do a whole review on all of its contents, but you know, it's just, I don't want to. But all right, so then we'll do two more here. The People's Republic of Desire. Woo!
take a vow of devotion.
The way he sings that song, I will say, is awesome. This is probably my second favorite song off the album. I would have to say first would probably be, I would probably say Headphones Baby is my first, and then this is my second, and then Bandits would be my third, because I really enjoy Bandits, but I just enjoy the riff more than anything else. But this song, People's Republic of Desire, I do enjoy the way he sings it, just because he sings it so fast. In the People's Republic of Desire, it's just like, what? Like, and then it's got the same like cool little like guitar beat, you know, like a little guitar riff in it. It's got the same thing in Back in Love City. Like, they actually have a cool little like solo part too. But in this one, I like how it kind of like breaks the song down. It kind of comes, it kind of slows itself down. You gotta check it out. I'm only putting clips of the music in here, but yeah, listen to the whole song. You know, it's just not, you can't do it like that. And then I guess I'm gonna end on a Lone Star is another good one, because it's like, is it a lone star? Like, is it on its own, or is it alone? Like an alone star, like, because it's by itself. But you know, they don't separate A and lone, so it's obviously alone. But it's like, you could interpret it either way. But I think I'm gonna go with Pink Water Pistols, because Pink Water Pistols is a very beautiful song, very sultry, very just ooh.
When I talk to myself, I know somebody's listening. My mirror casting director auditioning, running my lines. I'm increasingly wistful. A mock execution, a pink water pistol. And if I had 5 minutes on earth with you left, I would keep playing dead until you were impressed, so that I'd not make promises I couldn't keep anymore.
Like, they always end their albums on great notes, and this just is no different. It's more or less of like a poem almost too. It is a song, but I love when songs are more poetic and they don't have like choruses so much, or they don't have bridges, or they break the bridges and the verses together just to like merge the song to kind of catch you off guard, you know. And especially when the song ends on like the last word, that is always beautiful. But I'm just gonna go ahead and read here from our notes. So this was like the last verse, right? He goes, "Remember that night?" And remember, I said this whole album has this like Mexican Armada feel, which it really does. It's really cool that they kind of keep that theme going, but that's just also in the music, but it's like lyrically also kind of there, I guess. But remember the night, taking Mexican ecstasy, codeine, corrido, and crashing out next to me. Can't call a cab, and I can't read your reply. The Tower of London cut off my free Wi-Fi. So now we've got minutes on Earth with them now. So now we've got minutes on Earth left with them. Let's just keep playing dead until they are impressed, so that we won't make promises we can't keep anymore. And it's just like, damn. Like, you just damn. Pink Water Pistols, man. It's just like, it's still a pistol, and the color may be offsetting, and it may just squirt you, but you're still being shot at. Yeah, but again, the Vaccine's fantastic. 5-piece, 5 albums out, you know, halfway through 10. They're a great band. Check them out. This new album, Welcome Back to Love City, is absolutely fantastic. I suggest you listen to the whole thing all the way through. If you want to listen to the few I obviously recommended first, please do, because I guarantee you those ones will get your blood pumping to then just listen to the entire album all the way through. But if you want to just listen to the entire album all the way through like I would, please do so. Again, this has been Dr. Lee Lawrence of the Craig Lee Lawrence Experience, discussing with you the vaccines and the benefits of these beautiful, sexy, such badass tracks. Thank you so much, and you guys have a fantastic rest of your day.